Okay, I'm finally seeing people join. Good morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. Please take a second to share this. Tag your friends and family. Thank you, Bella. This is my third attempt to go live this morning. Hi, Jane. I don't know why, but the first two times absolutely nobody showed up. So good to see you guys. Hi, Lori. Hi, Deborah. Good morning, Jill. I'm going to give you guys a second to share this. And we will, as fast as my cart can make it happen, we're going to go straight up front to Manny. So you guys need to share this right now, because I'm going to check in with him first, and then we'll do a little walkabout. So just take a minute, share it, tag it. I will drive us up front. The feeders are out feeding right now. I know that Manny is still in the transport, attached to the recovery cage, not in the full recovery cage yet. He'll have to wait till the powers that be that make those decisions get on property and let him in the rest of that. There's Mr. Des. But from this morning's vet group messages, Afton said that Manny was doing well. He was not messing with his sutures. He is alert and awake, but his pupils are huge, so he's definitely still feeling all those injectable meds. He did eat his full breakfast and took all of his morning meds this morning, from what Afton said to the group. But we will, of course, be keeping a very close eye on him. There does not appear to be any blood from his incision, which is great news. Miss Kali making her way out of lockout. So we will try to get over to him. He has a live camera. If any of our moderators can please post that link for people. He's been on a Nest camera since last night. There's Mr. Simpson. And once he has full access to the recovery cage, which is the only enclosure on property that is kind of a smaller controlled environment with a concrete floor, that is to help keep his surgery site clean. Unfortunately, concrete is a lot easier to keep them clean and clean off over something like this. But it is not something that facilities should have their cats living on all the time. There's Marie and Nisha feeding Max and Mary Ann. Because nobody ever seems to get alerts anymore on Facebook. That's why I started it up so early. Give you guys time to join. Chris for posting that link. The $1 million question, how's Manny doing? That's the whole point of this live. I've just got to get my golf cart up here. It's at least going faster than it was yesterday. There's a Miss Priya. That it's going to be a long journey. There could be random complications with such an intense surgery. We were not expecting that. the first time that Manny had a blockage, Dr. Justin was able to just remove the actual blockage, which was little bone fragments that had kind of started to clog up the grass that he likes to eat. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, good boy. Can we come say hi to you, misters? Hi, Mr. Man. Hi, good boy. Oh, there's our Manny boy. I'm so sorry, handsome. I'm so sorry this happens to you. Right, bud? So here's Manny's little story. Manny was actually in a zoo for about a decade of his life, and somewhere along the way he most likely ingested some kind of foreign object, because a couple years after being here, he's been here for about 6 years, we noticed that he was vomiting. You got some drool, buddy? I bet you're ready for some waters, huh? Although you got a ton of fluids yesterday. So when we had to do back this past June, we noticed he was acting strange, vomiting, not pooping regularly. You want to smile at me, don't you? You want to show me your teethers? Can you show me those teethers? So anyway, in June, Dr. Justin made the decision to open him up because there wasn't a lot you could see on x-ray, and thankfully he did, and that's when we found the blockage. He was able to remove it. It was just like tiny little bone fragments that kind of got caught in this particular area of his intestine. That was removed. He healed really well. He'd been doing really, really great. And then last Thursday, he only ate about half of his breakfast and he stashed the rest in the den. And then each day since then, he would have a good day and we're like, oh, he's in the upswing. And then he'd have a not so good day. Yesterday I fed him and cleaned him, and I just kept giving Afton the update of he just does not look well. He eventually vomited his entire breakfast again. So Dr. Justin came in right away. We opened him up for a second time, and unfortunately a pretty good chunk of his intestine needed to be removed. There was like an area that kind of looked, he wasn't sure if it could be like a mass or a tumor, if it was scar tissue, if it was a foreign object that was like lodged in the wall of the intestine. So they did send that sample out to see if it's anything that we need to worry about. And then Dr. Justin sewed you right up, right? So this morning he's still in the transport. We don't like to give them too much space or access to an area that they could hurt themselves coming out of anesthesia. Oh, there's my boy. There's my boy trying to show me those teethers. I know, handsome. So as soon as either Carol or Jamie gets on property, we'll be able to give him access. He'll have this area over here. Again, it's a hospital recovery cage. It's meant to keep him dry and out of the dirt. We'll keep a very close eye on him. Right, misters? Right, my misters? He's starting to finally get antsy and restless. I'm sure he wants some water. You can see he does have a Nest camera on him right here. So you guys will be able to keep an eye on him once he's in the other enclosure. We'll remove this transport cage. He'll have to be up here for about 10 days. And then after that, he'll be able to go back to his home enclosure, but he'll have to stay in areas where he can't get in the pool, which he's just finally started doing. Finally started hanging out in the pool, and now we have to take away access for a little bit. So for about 2 weeks, we want to make sure that all that heals up. His diet going forward is going to be No bone. He might get the occasional chick. I think you're gonna like the chicks. I think so. I think so. All right, buddy. Well, I'm gonna let you chill, okay? You trying to show me your teeth is a very good sign. That's our thing, isn't it? Oh, we gotta sharpen my teeth on the wire. Oh, we gotta sharpen it. Love the air bites. He's still a little too drunk to do all that. All right, so there's your update on Manny. Let's go try to see a couple other cats before I need to get back to my office for our staff meeting. So if you missed any of the lives from yesterday, what a pain Facebook's been recently. I go live and it tells me on my end that there's a donate button, and then none of you guys could see it, so I had to shut down the first live. Second live is probably the goriest. That is when Dr. Justin started opening up Manny and really exploring the intestine to see what we could find. And then all of a sudden my audio just died with absolutely no explanation. And so then I shut that one down and we did a third live, and at the very end is when you're gonna hear kind of the recap from Dr. Justin. I always try to wait till the very end when he's not distracted. Hi, lady. Miss Priya. Hi, honeys. How was breakfast? Was breakfast pretty good? So I try to wait till the very end so that he's got a clear mind and he's not trying to do anything like calculate meds. Right? You know Dr. Justin. You know what he's capable of. Yeah. He's the whole reason we still get to have our gorgeous Priya in our lives. So, at the very end of part 3, Dr. Justin talks to us directly about the situation with Manny. So, you'll be able to rewatch this live. dailybigcat.com. And we'll start out with Manny. Miss Lady, how come you're not on your platform? That's like your new morning thing. That's a new morning thing. Did Dr. Justin say hi to you yesterday? The sad part is he saved so many of these cats' lives, but they still hate him. Because he's the scary guy that darts ya. We knew Manny wasn't feeling well. I mean, like I said, I fed him and I cleaned him, so I spent 90% of my day with Manny yesterday. And I kept texting or sending messages or radioing Afton, just being like, just found this, just saw this, just did this. And when we went out to dart Manny just laid there. He did not even flinch, basically. He just let Justin dart him. What you doing, lady? Oh, you make me walk around your lockout just to go the other way. I just ran 2 miles. Do I have to keep following you? I guess you're my cool down. I guess you're my cool down. Tammy, Priya does not have access to Duchess's enclosure when we have some kind of crazy procedure pop up, like a massive surgery on our only Jaguar. It kind of derailed all of our plans for the last 48 hours because we also really need to get into Kimba's enclosure. Thanks, honey. And that's taking precedence over going into Duchess's empty enclosure. I'm still following because we have to clean off her roof section and thought there was something else they were talking about doing. But probably by next week, right? She's like, okay, bye. She'll definitely be over in that section at the 1st of November for sure. See, there's a month, right? Miss Dutch is on vacation for a month. Priya will probably get about 2 weeks of having her enclosure, I would imagine. Why don't you clean up your crumbs? I can't believe you don't clean your plate no more. That's just not the Priya I know. Priya I know eats everything like a vacuum cleaner. Right? She's like, now I do it, but I do it like 50 different drive-bys. 50 different drive-bys. Hi, pretty. Hi, pretty. I thought you were gonna lay down over there and look so beautiful. I guess not. I guess not. All right, let's go see who else is out and about. Little update. I know I mentioned we were watching Summer very closely. She's been acting and eating and pooping normally. She just, her little butt just looks a little like reddish, I guess you could say. And so, keeping a close eye on her, we did send out a fecal sample and it was negative for everything. There's Carol. Morning. So that might mean that Manny may be getting his access. So again, there is a Nest camera on Manny for the recovery cage. And if you missed us checking in with him, dailybigcat.com, where as soon as this Facebook is done, it'll post automatically on our page. But Summer and Manny's fecal samples were negative, no major concerns there. So it looks like it's a mouser feeding party. To go see Mr. Gilligan. Gilligan's been doing well. He is, and let's see Mr. Frankie too. You know, Frankie was supposed to be the one going on vacation, but then we decided that putting Jinx out for the same amount of time that Duchess. Oh, hi, Mr. Man. Up just moving around. Hi, Gilligan. Hi, handsome boy. Hi, my handsome boy. Oh, goodness sakes. Hi, good boy. How's that sweetheart doing? How's that sweetheart doing? Hi, sweetie. You're such a good boy. It's like, oh, it's time to go in my den. Oh, sweetheart. Okay, bye. That is his version of hightailing it out of here. So there's our sweet Gilligan. He's been doing really well. So, Mr. Frankie is going to be moving to his new enclosure, I also think before the first week of November. Right now he's just getting a drink of water. Hi, Frankie. Hi, cute boy. Oh, my handsome boy. I hope you weren't just filling up so you could pee on me. I hope that's not what we were doing. How's my cutie patootie Bob? How's that cutie patootie Bob? Oh, what you got back there? Always worries me a little bit when the Bobcats want to lead me to show me something. It's usually not cute. So Frankie will eventually be moving down between Filmo and Shiloh. He'll be on the main tour path, which will be really nice, because right now you do kind of have to have this little area that you come back into on foot. You can't really bring a cart. Where'd you go? You and Gilligan make like a team plan. The camera shows up, we go in our dens. What is this? Not even asking for second breakfast? That makes me think there's something back there. What'd you stash back there? Frankie, what'd you stash back there? Silly guy. What is it? Do I need to go look? Is that why you were drinking water? Is it something salty? No. I don't know what has him so distracted. Okay. Walk around and just take a peek. Just in case. So it'll be nice because Frankie will be kind of more centrally located, easier to see just passing by, versus needing to like stop and get off the cart and come back here. He kind of already knew Filmo. I'm sure he could see Shiloh. I'm sure they do some talking at night. Shiloh makes lots of really fun noises. All right, what do we got? Anything? I don't see anything. He's like on the ground. What do you have? What do you have over there? Maybe there's just a lizard or he has something trapped. What's back there, buds? I think something walked through here. Did something walk through there? What is it? I don't know. I don't see anything. Something behind that rock, maybe. He's just doing a lot of sniffing. What do you have? What's over there, sir? He's like, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you because you might take it. And where's the fun in that? Oh, he's so stinking cute. This is the back area of Gilligan's AC unit that he immediately dove into. And did not come back out. He's still up there. Well, I can't be this close to Smalls and not say hi, and then we'll go across the street to Flint and Nabisco. Where's my little lady? Oh, hi, Puddin'. Hi, sweetheart. Where were you hiding? Where were you hiding? Huh? Where was that girl? Did you finish your breakfast? Yeah? Did you finish that breakfast, baby? Is our good morning greeting? What's them rowdy boys doing? You see them? I know they're not put back together yet. I really should start trying to do like a once a week afternoon live just so we can actually see the couples that get separated for feeding, because when I come around, they're still separated from eating breakfast. Not by the evenings. They're cuddle puddles, or they're playing, or they've been given enrichment. Just been pulled in so many additional directions than what I originally started as, so we do what we can do, right, girly? While also trying to self-care. I love her little roll pile over there. You have so many leaves, and then you just have this area where I can tell all you do is roll around. You rubbing on stuff? Gotta remark everything. Busy girl. Busy girl. A very busy small girl. Is that gonna be your new rolling spot? Oh. What are you digging? You bobs are being crazy this morning. What'd you find? She is on a mission. I know, she looks very zoomy. She just hasn't done it yet. My little acrobat. My little acrobat girl. My little acrobat girl. You gotta go get some water. I saw somebody ask or say that they're new to Big Cat, so thank you for joining us. And we have around 40 permanent residents. Right now we have 2 rehab bobcats. Those are native Florida bobcats that are usually either orphaned or injured. And once they're old enough to survive on their own, they're released back into the wild. The reason that all the other 40 cats are not releasable is they're either not native. You can't release a tiger born and raised in a cage or in a home back out into the wild. Anytime that they've been imprinted on by humans to the point where humans equal food, that's extremely dangerous. And honestly, they'd never really survive. Cats have the instinct to kill, but they don't always know they need to eat it for survival. So there's that issue. That's why none of our permanent residents get live prey. You definitely have zoomies. And for cats like Smalls, who was hand raised by people in like the northern states, you can't rehab and release a cat not native to your area. So we rehab and release native Florida bobcats. They're yelling for Marianne over there. Yep, she's in zoomy mode. Why are they hollering at her? Ooh, here we go. And occasionally we do have some rehab fails. Usually it's neurological or the way they've healed from injuries. If they can't catch, eat, and digest and pass whole prey, so rats and rabbits and birds and things like that. Oh my goodness, you chasing! Then they can't be released because we know that they won't survive. Which, even then, we've seen here recently that the world is pretty cruel, so We've lost a couple of cats that we've released to various things. You always have to worry about development taking their habitat. Oh my goodness, you're so hyper. You always have to worry about cars and human interaction. And then there's other predators out there. We are in Florida, so there are panthers, alligators, northern Florida bears. What are you doing, crazy girl? You having very much fun? Oh my goodness, we have super zooms. We have super zooms. Goodness. My goodness. And then you also have the cruel world of hunting. That's a whole other issue, but yes, coyotes is definitely a thing in our area too. Where'd you go? I can't even keep up. You're making me dizzy. I don't know which way she went. Oh, there we are. There we are. Gotta go see those boys across the street. She may come firing back out. But when we rescue cats in the past, they've always been from private ownerships or the entertainment industry, zoos, circuses. Big Cat Rescue started with the rescue of 56 Bobcats and Lynx from fur farms. Oh, there's Gilly. Gilly's back out. And you can read each story for each of the cats that lives here on their bio pages, bigcatrescue.org/catbio. So while we absolutely love our rehab program, we have had some very sad cases over the last few years. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, look, you're right in front of my sign. How fun. Love you, sweet boy. His little high step-ins. The reason we separate cats that live in the same enclosure, really cats are solitary by nature. They don't really want to share space, or it can be very dangerous. Oh, I gotta close that. It can be very dangerous for them to have to compete for food or enrichment or toys or things like that. So we have a lot of special rules around that. So if there are two cats in an enclosure together, we just drop a door between them during breakfast time so that neither of them ever feel like they need to fight each other for the food. You can't really separate wild cats very easily, and they could hurt or kill each other. So it's just a simple separation for breakfast, and then the cleaners come around and open them back up. How are your kids doing, Marie?
Doing good. Just picking up leftovers.
Oh, gotcha. And Flint is up there on top of the platform. He's actually a native Florida Bobcat, but he unfortunately did fail rehab. He had been caught as a kitten by hunting dogs, and they crushed several areas of his body. He was basically made of glass when he arrived. And once he got all healed up and we x-rayed, we realized that he's unable to pass like bones and fur, and that could be really the end for him in the wild. Don't see Nabisco. He might be in a den. Nabisco's way more active in the afternoons for sure. It's like he eats breakfast and then he just like is really delusionally tired all day. And then in the evening he's like chasing every golf cart that goes by. So we feed the cats every single morning, and then we come back around and pick up any leftovers, and if they left a significant amount, hi Flintster, then we actually go back out for a second time, offer them more, or we give them a PM snack. Hi Flint! Where's your friend? Where's that Nabisco at? Where's that Nabisco at?
Biscuit. Biscuit Bobs.
So Flint and Nabisco were both very young. Nabisco came from the same rescue as Smalls, who we just saw. They are northern bobcats, that's why they're so much bigger, lighter in color, fluffier, different kind of coat patterns. And then you've got a cat like Mr. Flint here. Very dark in color, dark pattern, much skinnier and leaner because it's Florida, it's hot. Up north they need big fluffy coats. Oh, there's our Kewlona. Kewlona's a northern bobcat. She also came in the same rescue as Smalls. Hi, Kew. She's a lot more shy. I guess since we didn't get a biscuit, we got a bonus Kewlona. I think Nabisco's inside this den right next to me. Yeah, we got that Kewlona, didn't we? So pretty. So pretty. And her brother Dryden is right over there. Sorry, make everybody dizzy if I can. Okay, why is my screen being crazy? There we go. He is in that other tower across the way. Mr. Dryden. Hi, Dryden. Hi, cute boy. So they are also separated because it's feeding time. So once all the food is picked up, that's when we open the doors where they can go back together. So this is the door that has Nabisco. Oh, you've been stalking me this whole time? You sure were. This is Nabisco. Can't trust Nabisco as far as you can throw him, huh? You can't trust that sneaky biscuit. Nabisco also came in the same rescue as Kewlona, Dryden, and Smalls. So they're all that very light color and very fluffy. He's like, you took all the fun out of it. I was gonna get ya. I love him. He's so special. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning. If you missed seeing Manny and getting a Manny Jaguar post-surgery update, that is the first thing I did on this live. And then we just kind of hung out with some bobcats. I needed that bobcat time. So thank you guys very much if there were any donations, and I really appreciate all the donations towards Manny's medical costs yesterday on the lives. Oh, what is that? You hear something? What do you think? So again, you can rewatch this dailybigcat.com or here on our Facebook page. As soon as I shut this off, it will load and you can rewatch it from the beginning. So thank you guys. I will be volunteering tomorrow in the morning. I'll have to see, maybe tomorrow I can do a little afternoon something or other. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys soon.